Welcome, Horrorland television fans. We're here tonight with our discussion about my favorite horror genre, low budget, B rated movies.
Indie movies.
Indie movies. There's nothing better than indie movies. I mean, if you're sitting in your seat right now and you're thinking, I can't wait till they make another Fast and the Furious, you are not meant to watch our fucking show because we think you're fucking retarded. And
Wow.
yes, I get nowadays retard is not the word you want to use. We're
No, it's
not
back.
cool for you because we use
It's
the
back.
shit out of it.
You can
I'm
say
gonna call
retard
one
again.
of these fuckers
Yeah.
a retard by the end of the night. So look, the one thing is like I got to know a lot of you people, especially Alan, Witt, and Ben. But the one person that I've got to know in this genre the most is my Lancer Dancer. Lance, what do we love about our independent films?
You're no CGI, no AI. It's all you get your hands dirty. You're just shooting from the seat of your pants. You're excited. It could be your first movie. You're in front of the screen. Everybody's yelling for you, pulling for you. It's exciting stuff. Indie stuff is the way to go.
Absolutely.
Did I
Hell
sound
yeah.
excited? Thank you.
Most definitely.
There's more passion to it too, and there's more creativity. Okay, look, I'm gonna
Wait, are you live? Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Just making sure.
That's worse, Lance. But look, we need to talk about creativity. Okay, everybody that said, "Wow, they're making a Winnie the Pooh movie. This movie's going to be shit. It's going to be a horrible movie. No one needs to watch it. Why are you making a horror movie out of Winnie the Pooh?" Because they took a risk. And I'm not going to lie, when they made this movie, the first one was good. Was it great or spectacular?
But you can tell they didn't have a big budget.
They did not have a big budget. It was not what you think a horror movie should be. But it was phenomenal. I enjoyed it. Is it a movie
Yeah.
I go back and watch again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did.
When part two came out in the theaters, I went and saw it. It was a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday only showing. And I was like, you know what? I enjoyed the first one. Is it the greatest movie ever? No, it's not. But I'm going to go see part two. When I went and watched part two, I left that theater thinking that was one of the best scripts I've ever seen in a movie. The way they took one and interpreted it in part two blew my mind. Blew my mind. I mean, they took something that we are not expecting to be happening in our movies and killed it. Okay? It's still an independent market. All right? I mean,
I got to
When
take
I
your word
first-
for it.
When I first watched it, I was like, how in the hell are they doing this? How can they take Winnie the Pooh and make him, the whole storyline and make it a fucking horror movie? I was like, damn, somebody's getting paid, but apparently something on the rights ended or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
no, they
Yeah.
lost the role. I mean, what is it? It's a
Is there
it
their
becomes,
the copyright
the
roll?
The copyright.
Yeah,
After
Yeah, the
so
copyright.
long, it becomes public domain.
yeah.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
they're doing with the Mickey Mouse and
Mickey
now
Mouse.
I think a Popeye.
Yeah.
Popeye. I just saw Popeye
Yeah.
pop up the other day.
I
Yep.
Now, I thought the Mickey Mouse was a no.
Well, it's
I
not
thought
made by the
it's,
same people either, so it's a totally different story for it.
You thought
Yeah,
the movie sucked,
but-
Wit? You thought it was bad?
oh, imagine that.
Wow.
I like Winnie the Pooh though. Yeah,
Okay.
Pooh was good. Yeah, you can
Part one
tell.
and
I mean,
did you see two? Did you see part
I,
two?
I haven't seen part two. I want to, but yeah.
Okay.
Nearly every time that I get a chance to watch it, I've got grandkids here, and I don't think they would understand Winnie the Pooh at the age of 5 and 7. So yeah,
Yeah.
So hey,
they wouldn't.
look, what we do here and what we're trying to do is you guys are following us now, and we're talking about independent movies. We're talking about our B-rated. The love that we have for these type of movies is, without some of the fans that keep us going, we can't keep doing this. And there's one person I'd like to point out real quick before we go on. Brett,
Brett Dean's awesome.
Oh, Brett.
Great guy.
dude, you don't
Hell of a
understand.
supporter.
Like every other episode is going to be live. After that, it's going to be a recorded episode, us talking about horror movies with a live horror short. And the thing is what you get with a horror short, you don't understand is this Saturday, or was it last Saturday where we did the Ricky short? We have Ben, who is about to portray a big time character in an upcoming movie in October. That's the goal. If we can get the funding for it, the script's on the way. Thank you guys for watching us and continuing to do this, because without you guys right now, before our conversations continue about our love of B movies, without y'all, we can't keep doing this because it'll have to end. And Brett, we love you so much.
Brett rules. Hey, look at that.
There's our friends John and
John
Brian.
and Brian.
Yeah, who are also phenomenal actors and creators.
That's right.
Oh, definitely.
They
Both
do
of
it all.
them brought it. And that other B-rated movie, I would say Bud, they both did excellent freaking job.
Yeah, they did.
John especially, man, he did his own stunts and he hit the dirt hard, not
Twice.
once, twice. Yeah. So just got some big guy threw him plumb out of the camera fucking screen, Yeah.
I didn't throw him.
You're good, Ben.
Hey, what's up, Ben?
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
hey,
I actually muted Ben.
I was in timeout.
because of
Sorry,
the
guys.
Was he popping popcorn again?
No, I was in timeout. I had to do a equipment change. I didn't have no pants on.
Yeah.
What?
Wardrobe
We actually know that because the pre-show, he stood up and we said, dude, put some pants
Zoom.
on.
And
Put your pants on, Ben. Come on, Ben.
No, the good
Hold
thing
on.
is, deep down inside, look, I don't want to see his wiener, but if that's average, I'm doing okay.
hey,
Zing.
So, B-rated movies, horror movies, independent movies. We're going to start off, which I've actually been criticized for saying what I'm about to say right now because I am an independent creator. I've made 2 horror movies, and I'm going to make a 3rd one this year. I'm going to make a 4th one next year. I believe there is a Texas horror icon who I gain respect from, and I think he's going to kill it in the industry and create stuff for other people. I'm not the LeBron James of the NBA that thinks I'm the greatest of all times. Okay? I'm going to sit back and let people know if you ain't seen Circus of the Dead, I'm sorry. I love Billy.
Yeah.
I love the support the man gives us.
Yeah.
I
Most
mean,
definitely.
so there's your B movie now. And he's about to give us a 2nd one. The only complaint I have with the 2nd one is it took too fucking long to give me a 2nd one.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we all agree on that one.
It's gonna be a payoff, though. It's gonna be a payoff.
Absolutely.
Just you wait.
No, and then the thing is don't get prideful in this, okay? If you expect in the independent market that you're going to be fucking killing it out there and everything's going to go, look, I want to make a little money off Bud? Yeah. I'd rather you guys see it and make no money because that can help me make the next one.
Correct.
Yeah. You see what we can do. You see what Shane can do.
Well,
We make the next one even better.
Shane don't do it on his own. It's what we can do.
Yeah.
And it's what the fans can do. And Then we have, these independent movies like Circus of the Dead. You got to watch your Circus of the Dead. We have the Winnie the Pooh movie. And look, here's the one movie, and eventually Lance, Witt, and I are going to be discussing this later in our conversations on one of our recorded shows, but I fucking love this movie. I love this movie. Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. I remember sitting on my patio watching this movie. I messaged the creator of the movie and said, dude, mind blown. Love the movie. And he goes, let me send you a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take it. And it's a comic. I think it was started as a comic. And now Bubba the Redneck Werewolf is a movie that no one talks about because, come on, anyone listening right now, have you ever heard anything about Bubba the Redneck Werewolf?
Only because of your shirt.
Yeah. Because we watched it on your patio.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie.
Well, I'd actually watched it before Shane suggested it, and I thought, it was funny as hell. Loved it. Yeah.
It's funny as shit.
It's quirky. It's got its point. I mean, it's like most do.
Here's
but
the one
good.
thing I got to ask you, Whit, and I want you to be straight up honest. When I recommend movies, how do you feel?
Nope.
Prior to us doing this, I'd have watched anything you said.
Nope. I learned.
Now, I have my doubts. I was like, holy shit.
I haven't watched the movie in 2 months. Scared to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and even my wife has to agree. She says, oh my God, is this something Shane picked out? So I think we all know.
So, real quick before we go to the next one, do we have our drinks? Is my vodka and water?
What are you drinking?
Vodka and water.
Water.
Sweet tea.
Hey,
Lemonade.
What else are you doing, Ben?
Man, I got a concoction over here. Stage right.
Called marijuana.
Oh. I don't know who's calling it what.
Him. Isn't that him?
Who is the king of all B-rated movies?
Roger Corman.
Wow, that was quick.
Oh, now you're taking me Lloyd Kaufman. There you go.
I'm sorry, Lloyd Kaufman.
Lloyd Kaufman, who got it. No, I mean, how many freaking toxics did we have? All of them.
This is for Black
Discussing trauma.
Or redneck zombies. I mean, we talked about previously. What was our last episode about?
Oh, which one?
The last recorded episode we did.
Sliver?
And Slither.
Slither.
Who was the director of Slither?
James Gunn from Trauma.
Troma.
Okay.
Who also
The Tree.
His first movie, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
B-rated movie.
B-rated movie. You have Poltergeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. Terror Firmer.
Oh, excellent choice.
Terror Firmer is like, there is no movie Ben loves the most.
He got a tattoo. I think he got a tattoo. Terror Firmer.
Terror Firmer's trash.
Holy shit. It took all of us a fucking week to get through that movie, I guarantee you.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible. I tried to watch it first time. I tried to watch it on a road trip in the car with other people. Nope.
That didn't work out.
Nope. We were going to pull over for a river baptism.
Yeah.
Nope. We got to flush this out of my kid. This ain't happening.
Boy, you talk about push the limits on some of these. They push the limits.
Class of Nuga High is amazing. I mean, Troma did their thing. The bad thing is we call it low budget. Lloyd banked off these movies. It's low budget because no one else paid their movies.
Right.
That's the sad part. But
and I
No, find
Lance,
a way,
am I
whatever way.
am I right? I think James is Killer Cox. Isn't it going to be a Troma movie?
Yep, I actually invited James on here, but he has to be out.
Okay.
James Cox, is Cox?
Killer Cox.
No, he was,
Yeah, Killer Cox.
James. Oh, God,
Cars.
James
Yeah.
Carnes. James Carnes.
James Carnes, who is a great individual,
He really
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah. Super good guy.
nice guy.
Him and his brother both.
We're filming a movie, hopefully in October, with a reboot with Ben being Ricky called Cotton Fest, and James will be the special effects guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he does some good stuff.
yeah, he does. Oh, here's one. Look,
Yep.
I love Sergeant Kabuki Man.
All Trauma movies fall in that category. Every one of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some of them a little lower than others.
Right. Right.
some of them will make you not watch the others.
Some of them will. Yeah, exactly right, man. And some of them you might you want to rethink
Some
all
will
of your
watch them
viewing.
for a little while.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
back to
you're-
that.
Yeah.
Make you
I'm
rethink
with
your
you.
life decisions.
Okay.
Well, I love Toxic Avenger. It's like I had never seen it. I knew of it my whole life.
It's fun. Yeah.
I'll fucking watch it. I love the
Well-
wimpy kid to the hero story. I love the whole idea of it. The anti-bully story. I loved it all. But everything I've seen after that was not that.
So Ben made a comment in one of our chats, and he said, "I love Trauma. I love Toxic Avenger.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, Ben, watch Terror Firm."
Yeah. Way to go, Ben. Way to go, Ben.
Got him.
God.
Yeah.
Humanoids from the Deep. Absolutely.
Love that one.
Great movie.
A lot of
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft, and a lot of was it Poe? Those stories, like Vincent Price did The Raven and House on Haunted Hill and all that. Those stories they made cheap movies, so that's why but they made great movies.
Oh, they were great. I mean, especially back in those days.
Oh,
Is that just a easy way out when you take something like Lovecraft that has just a ton of information? Is that an easy way out to just cherry pick a story that's already written and make a
Well,
movie?
Ben, it's called Lovecraftian. Lovecraftian.
You love the craft.
That's great stuff. We'll get you caught up. We'll get you caught up.
Will we?
Will we? Hey Ben, we will. Guess why? Guess why, Ben?
Oh,
But no, I think it's like, is it a cheating
That's
way to
not
do it?
nice.
Was Marvel cheating when they did Spider-Man in the movie? Because they already had the storyline. Stan Lee did it. Was that cheating?
yeah, it was junk. Yeah,
All of them were.
they were
junk?
all junk.
Well, I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, we're talking about B movies. You're going to bring up Spider-Man.
Well, I am. I'm just comparing the
No,
fact
you're just
about
trying to be a
is it
righty,
cheating to
righty
take someone
man.
else's story and to make a
The
movie.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is look, if
Move
you're
him
gonna
out
do
of the
this,
center.
hey, I'm about to piss off every fan here. Tobey Maguire sucks as Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Andrew Garfield, if you read the comics, was the best Spider-Man. Let's talk
Definitely.
B-movie.
Hey, Sam Raimi did Spider-Man.
Sam
I
Raimi.
know.
But he did the
But-
Tobey Maguire version.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he had Bruce Campbell.
Oh, he had Bruce Campbell in all three. Yep.
Don't fuck
Ugh.
now. Are we going to do Bruce Campbell?
Let's do Evil Dead.
That's a B movie. Hey, look at that. He had a graphic ready to go.
Creator
This
of
man's
B
quick.
movies.
What a
You
segue.
gotta admit, Sam
Nice.
Raimi did set the moment for B movies.
Yeah, modern
Absolutely.
movies, definitely Evil Dead.
What was the budget on that, Shane?
It was low. It's probably like $20,000. I mean,
That was
for-
it
Oh,
for
yeah.
the first Evil Dead?
No, it was not much. I mean, because it was friends doing things for friends,
Right.
you know. And they made that first one, and believe it or not, I enjoyed the first one. I appreciate the first one. Part 2 is definitely my favorite. And without part 2, I don't think I keep going. And
Okay.
they didn't have the rights
Part two
to
works. That's
do
now
part 1, so they created part 2.
They remade it basically, right?
Reboot of a remake. Bruce tries to explain it, and he does a very good job of doing it. Here's my explanation for Evil Dead, okay? And it may not make it to what actually happened. So Deadites possess your minds, right?
Correct.
Evil Dead 1 happens. His girlfriend dies, right? That's traumatic. That's your love of your life. So the what are they called? What the Deadites
Deadites.
made him relive that moment again in Evil Dead 2.
That's badass.
He's living his girlfriend dying. That was
How
why
did she
it's only
die?
him
How
and
did
his
she
girlfriend driving to the cabin. They die. She dies. That's the only moment that happens because he's reliving that moment.
I like
Then
it.
he comes to reality and
I like
realizes,
it.
okay, holy fuck, something's going on. When the other actual people that own the cabin show up, he goes, oh no, he's already cut his arm off. He goes back to Army of Darkness. Now he becomes a soldier of Deadites, killing the Deadites.
Okay,
That's
I like it.
fan theory of Evil Dead.
Okay. Alan, you're good.
I can't see nothing. It's frozen. Maybe my
You're
computer.
good.
You're moving your
I can
mouth.
hear everybody fine, but I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
you're in
Quit,
sync.
I'll
quit
speak
picking your nose. We can see you. Everybody in Hollywood can see you.
It's your big break.
Yeah.
It's your big break.
So what's your theory? What's your theory on
Okay,
Evil
here it comes back. Okay, I'm here. My
Dead?
theory
Here's my theory. What's your theory?
on Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I just took it as it was. I didn't get that meta in it, really. I mean, you got 5 teenagers going out to have a good time.
Teenager.
Yeah, well,
Teenagers.
25-year-old college
It
teenager.
was teenagers in the 80s movie teenagers.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think it was great because it took a whole. It did what B movies do, like we talked about, low budget. They're independent. You got to get creative with this stuff because you just don't have a whole lot. So the storyline, pretty normal. I mean, they hit all the horror tropes, but
Absolutely.
overall, I mean, they did great with the creativity. Sam Raimi nailed it, and
Who
Can't
I
say
think
enough
is
about it.
brilliant. Sam Raimi is brilliant.
I haven't seen much that I didn't like by him, honestly.
Nah, the thing is look, I own Spider-Man 1 and 2. I do.
Not B movies.
Not B movies.
Yeah,
That's a
what-
non-B
No,
movie
if we're
version.
gonna do Sam
Yeah.
Raimi, I own both of them. I love the comics. I read the comics before the movies came out. I do think Sam Raimi did a good job in the Spider-Man movie. It's not comic accurate. Garfield nailed it, and everyone hates him for it.
I don't think hate him per se.
But
Those are good ones.
alone is phenomenal. And the one complaint that Bruce Campbell ever had about Sam Raimi is he said he puts that fucking car in the movie more than he puts me.
Every movie.
Every fucking movie has that car.
That's good
Even
stuff.
the Doctor Strange movie had the car flying around in a little tornado
Right.
thing.
Excellent.
So, I want to push the limits a little bit, and when we're going to talk about B movies, we got to talk about one of the original B movies, not Toxic, not Trauma,
Yeah.
Street Trash.
Where's Frank Farrell when you need him?
Okay, look, the actual cinematography guy from this, he's the original creator of the Steadicam. Okay, and if any independent creator, they know what I'm talking about. That movement where the dude's running out of the thing and has never been done before. That guy did it.
That's
Okay.
badass.
One of the shittiest fucking movies you'll ever watch in your entire life. There's a guy that throws a penis across the thing as a football.
Nope.
No, Ben wants to watch it.
Nope, it's not. On
No,
you lost me already.
it's
Oh.
bad.
I fucking
It's
hate
bad.
football.
Don't run it for Ben.
No, Ben. There's flowers and hippies and all your bullshit you like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Peace, love, and rock and roll.
There you
Yeah,
go.
look at that.
Why can't we all just hit a bong?
I
Hey.
do think you need to watch it, Ben.
you do.
It's one of those
Absolutely.
movies. No, trust
You
me. I
just
get.
described it as the worst piece of shit. You just described it.
Have I? Hey Ben.
Rewind
Hey
and see what
Ben.
you
Real quick. I
said
need you.
about
To,
it.
hey Ben. I need you to answer something honest. Have I ever steered you wrong?
Every time.
Every time.
Time.
And you come back
Every
for
time.
more.
You haven't steered me right.
This is a good one.
Besides the penis throw, it's actually a pretty decent movie.
Brett Dean.
Really? It's a good one to
Hey,
revisit.
here you go.
Ben, watch it.
Yeah, watch it.
It's not as bad. It's
Ben.
not as bad as you think it is.
Oh, here we go again.
Nope.
Watch it, Ben.
The toe cutter.
I have to say, Ben's reaction to when we watched Sleepaway Camp there at the end, he was like, "Oh, it's so good, so good." Ah, no! It's like, you gotta love it.
Which is another B-rated movie.
Exactly.
Sleepaway Camp,
Yeah.
B-rated horror. movie.
Is B where the ratings stop? Is that the rating system? There's
No, it's
movies?
talking about low budget.
Yeah.
Well, originally,
Oh,
the
budget
features
wise.
back in the day.
'Cause I think there's season D's handed out to a lot of these people. There we got some actual not everybody passed.
No, back in the old days of movies, you had
People
double
got held
features.
back.
B was a horrible one.
Yeah, the worst of the two.
Yeah. And studios
was-
They didn't have the $1 million; they had the $10,000.
right, and they wanted to crank
make
them
a
out fast
fucking-
and hard so they could get viewers. So
I understand
Yeah.
that.
Well, and here's the thing is I'm thinking we need to do a B-rated horror movie night, which we call the Lancer Dancer Sam Wagner edition of Country Club, where we play that edition and we talk about Country Club and bring the actors on.
We're not going to be in the sequel. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Well, the
I
thing
might.
Hell yeah.
I feel over
Do that.
cooking.
Let's do that.
is, I think it would be fun.
Hell yeah, it would be.
So name something else. Another horror. What is the one B-rated independent film that keeps circulating all over?
Killer Clowns?
Killer Clowns, matter of fact.
Oh,
no,
Sharknado.
no.
and it
How
goes
many
Ah.
times are we
round and
going to
round.
make a Sharknado?
You
How many
had
is
to
there?
do it, didn't you? Like 40.
5 or 6.
Is it?
Yeah, they're like 5 or 6 of them now.
At least, right?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
And
been.
Ian Diaries and all of them?
Sharknado's been to space, so you know they've made it.
And Ian Ziering from 90210s and all of them?
No.
And I think
No.
Tara Reid sucked in the 40th one just the same as she did in the first one. So
You watch your mouth. She's going to be
Dude, I
calling.
actually-
she's
Hey,
horrible.
she's a
Not
Facebook
that
friend with.
bad.
Be
In
nice.
case she tunes in, you watch your fucking mouth.
You guys do.
But that's
understand
what that's what get her the rose. I mean,
they made a clown NATO too, right?
Yeah,
No.
that's-
Correct. Yes. I have it up here. It's
So
up
you
here.
really-
Why?
It's about
Because they can.
clowns in the tornado. See?
Nothing funny about that.
So Ben,
Correct.
it's a wholesome movie you should watch.
Yeah, no. I did watch Sharknado somehow. I had some kids around. I watched Sharknado one time, and I thought that grass.
It's a good one.
Same thing as tornadoes. Tornadoes made the same sound. So
absolutely stupid.
Here's the movie I want to Wit, because the thing is I actually picture Wit doing this.
Sharknado?
Oh, God.
No.
Well, all I can say is I'm usually always the leader of the pack. So anyway.
Not in this case.
One time watch.
Not in this case.
I'm the
Never
leader
even
of the
finished.
pack, brother.
That's a one-time watch right there.
That's a
Here's the
13,
problem with
13
this
minutes
movie.
of it. I can tell you what happened.
What happened?
I don't remember. It was disgusting.
I got to shit.
No.
I've got to shit.
Fucking disgusting.
Ugh.
It's just.
I know, but
I don't know why you do that to people.
So Brett wants to
Hell
be in
no.
the middle is what Brett said.
Brett
Brett's
wanted
probably
that
got
signed
it on his
autograph
wall.
poster, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett has a signed
Yeah,
autograph.
Brett, what poster do you have?
Biggest fan.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No,
I got a few. I have a few.
So when I watched Human Centipede 1, when I finished it, because you had to finish it. You have to know how it ends.
That's,
You
Yeah.
got to see how it is.
that's
Once.
not for true.
No,
Once.
when they made part 2,
Why?
no, I'm not going to watch it. And the problem with society now, and this is a problem we need to address. My buddies came over to my house and we're about to fly to Vegas the next day. And they go, let's watch Human Centipede 2. And I said, no, I am not watching Human Centipede 2. And they said, don't be a pussy. I don't want to be a pussy. So I watched Human Centipede 2 because you don't call me a pussy because I'm going to do what we have to do to not have that on my fucking garment. And that was worse than part 1.
I was going to say that's betting bad karma on yourself, man.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful movies.
Right now, I want to tell all you guys, don't be pussies. Watch all 3 of them.
You went all out, huh?
Nope.
It was bad.
Hard pass.
You don't understand. It was a fan of the original movie recreating the new movie. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? You watch part 2. It's
That's gross.
horrible.
And part 2 adds to the line there.
Ass to mouth.
Look.
It adds to the ass to mouth.
Oh,
Oh, you never go
Yeah.
ass to mouth. Never go ass to mouth.
you
All I
love
gotta
it,
say is,
Dan.
Brett, I actually love you, man, but don't be a
Oh,
pussy.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm not doing 3.
You
No.
watch part 2?
Because that guy up there in that other corner over there, he told me, "Oh, part 2's much better."
How could
Once
it-
again, once again.
What corner are we talking about?
You.
I was like, "Okay, I gotta watch part 2."
Hey,
Not
listen.
recommended.
Look,
No.
look, no. I want to be honest right now. Part 2.
I doubt it.
I did not.
Yeah, here we go.
Don't be weird. I didn't think part 2 was what I wanted you to watch, and I apologize. I want you to know.
You want me to watch part 3?
No, listen. I want you to know, deep down inside, I apologize for making you watch that. I didn't realize it. I watched part 3. It's so much easier to watch.
I knew it. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. After our broadcast tonight, I'm watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
I
Yeah.
don't believe you.
I want to see if Brett will join me on a Zoom and we'll watch it together. Yeah.
Cool.
Don't do it, Brett.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Don't fall for it, Brett.
Yeah.
So, you know I love my Tiny Terrors.
Oh, yeah.
Goolies.
That's
They'll get you in the end.
Full Moon did their thing in their time. This is like a rip-off of Gremlins is what people call it. I do not consider anything a rip-off. I'm sorry. Just
No,
because you made a mask the shape.
They
of
took the
pig,
concept and
and you're
did
going
something
to do
different.
another pig mask. It's not a ripoff. All right, I'm sorry. Gremlins is not a ripoff. Ghoulies is not a ripoff of Gremlins. I made movies inspired by other movies. Okay, Ghoulies was inspired by Gremlins, and I think Ghoulies was phenomenal. I think Ghoulies 2 was one of the best fucking small, tiny terror creatures I've ever seen.
You love those part twos, man.
I
Yeah, no
love-
matter what movie it is, Shane's going for part 2.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
well, Human
really?
Centipede
Okay.
apparently is part
Okay,
3.
stop. If we're going to do part 2, Shane, we're going to call Shane out right now. Yes, Sleepaway Camp 2
All of
is best. Ghoulies
Everyone
2
so
is
far.
best. Terminator 2 is best. Aliens is best. You guys going to argue right now?
No, just
Yeah.
point.
I'm not about to
State
argue.
facts.
That is your
Sleepaway
opinion.
Camp 2 is not
Hey,
better than Sleepaway Camp.
No. We're going to ask a movie expert. Aliens or Aliens 2?
It's not an Aliens 2. It's just
It's
Aliens.
just aliens.
Aliens.
I love the original.
But
Aliens is so good.
yes,
Second one is-
It's so good.
So
It's
good.
so quotable. It's so everything. Aliens.
It's got it all.
Well, I think on your part 1, on any movie like that, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's coming. Like Aliens. They presented the story, okay? Number 2, yeah, it's going to probably be better because they're going to have more budget and they're going to be able to add to the damn.
Well,
But
you've already got the
Leave that
story
out for a
told
minute.
for
you've
you.
already got the story, and you know there's a fucking little creature out there that's going
You
to
don't
invade
have
the
to-
goddamn spaceship. So,
Yeah, you don't have to develop the same characters. You can
Yeah.
just get right in.
No, I totally agree. But you don't understand how many times part 1 was amazing and part 2 bombed the series.
Shane mostly loves aliens. Mostly.
Aliens.
Yeah, that's what I said. Shane loves mostly aliens. Mostly.
As long as they're not illegal.
Marines, we are leaving. God, I love that movie, dude.
Mhm.
God, I love that movie. So good.
why do we have the keyboard up there?
What are you talking about?
I guess it was John sent me a private message.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. John sent you a private message. Okay, whatever.
No, I asked
Oh,
John.
I got it too.
Thomas.
You're there too.
Thanks a lot, John. I'm just leave Lancer Dancer alone.
No, John was who is a other independent creator.
Stuntman, writer, special effects
Everything.
expert. He does it
Hey,
all.
Look, stuntman.
Everything. Does it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's an
And-
MMA fighter too.
He's a damn good person, what he is. He loves his trade. He loves what he does.
Sure does.
No, the thing is look, I've had to re-edit Bud for Prime because our last edit had issues.
I said,
So I put a
37
new
times.
version, and I actually think we should probably show the new version here, and it'll be a Horrorland exclusive, cut away from everything else. There will be once we show it, you watch it, it's gone after the episode, and we do it. But John, he's natural, man.
Yeah.
This guy has a natural ability for acting that I can't explain.
He's a pro's pro. Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you something, Lance. Ben, Alan, that guy over there, Shane, and what he's done, adding scenes and changing up camera angles and all, fucking amazes me. I'm so proud of him. I hadn't even seen the end result.
Yep.
But what we're going to get after he's done, I'm super excited.
I can't wait
I mean,
for Titan Fest.
It's kind of like taking a little blue pill every hour. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo! I can't
Wow.
wait.
Wow.
Ben, don't get that look on your face.
Take your
Wow.
instructions wrong. Take
I
4
found
every hour.
footage. No,
Every 4 hours. That's what it was. Yeah.
no, the thing is I actually found from our independent movie, I found footage we didn't use. So, look, not to smoke your weed, Ben. Be humble when I'm about to say. Okay.
No, let's don't do this.
Look, this fucker, he was meant to play a small role. We cast him in a bigger role. When I re-edited this other footage, I realized Ben knew what he was doing earlier in his dialogue
Oh yeah.
to make it make sense in a later dialogue. When I watch it, I go, holy fuck, why'd we cut that? Ben knew what he was doing. He put this, and he said this, and we didn't put it here. We fucked ourselves. So, look, because a person writes something, because someone directs something, doesn't mean they know everything about it. The greatest thing about a director and a filmmaker is understanding their actors can make the moment.
Yeah.
And when you made the moment.
Ben's going to win an Academy Award one day. I'm convinced.
That'll do.
No,
That'll do.
no. So, look, no one plays with your balls better than Ben.
But they don't give out awards for it, so I fucking quit.
Well, I don't know. Somebody may give out an award for it. Never know.
I got a big.
Yeah, you never know.
I got them Goonies hands. Hey, I seen the other day. That's a B movie that was really cool. I seen the other day. Goonies is getting remade.
You just
That's not a B movie. That's a big budget movie. That's a big budget.
Is it big? Yeah, I guess they had a fucking
It
pirate.
is. Yeah, Spielberg produced it and
So
directed it. And
Ben actually brought up a movie earlier, prior to us having a conversation.
We were
about
talking
B
about
movies.
porn. We were talking about porn though.
No, that was porn. Prior to the porn conversation, Tremors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Great.
Tremors was a B
Because
movie.
I remember,
Yes.
I remember as a kid when Tremors came out, everybody talked shit about it, like don't waste your time, don't waste your money, da 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 da. And then now, it's fucking huge. How many Tremors they got now? 7, 8?
7.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
I stopped at 2 once I learned 2 was the best of everything's. But
Yeah, as long as you watch that
He's
second
talking
one,
about
that's
you,
it.
Shane.
I did enjoy
Yeah.
enjoy Tremors.
Shane, Tremors 2, right? That's the best one.
No,
gotta be.
no. You're talking about with the porn star at the Playboy
Whoa.
magazine in Mexico. No,
Wow.
No. So look, if you want to,
That's a whole
you want
different-
Tremors. No, look, you want to do Tremors. I'm gonna fucking Tremors the shit out of you guys. You had your graboids.
Hit me
in
to
the
that
beginning.
word.
And no, stop. The Willie Nelson son. Okay, I get your. There you go. Puff it, Willie. So you had Tremors. Okay, Grabloids. All right. Part 2, you didn't have Kevin Bacon. You had one of the greatest actors that doesn't get credit. And Lance, who's his name?
Kevin Bacon, and then what's his face? God dog it. He played Gus Grissom. Fred Ward.
Fred Ward. Thank you, Lance. So Fred Ward hangs out and realizes I made bad investments and I invested in ostriches fucking themselves. And therefore, he had no money. And then the kid comes up and says, hey, we're going to go to Mexico and catch grabloids. They go to Mexico, and the grabloid turns into a shrieker. And who do they call? The legend of all fucking legends. Who?
Bert.
Gummer.
Your Honor.
Yes. He is Tremors. Okay. You take him out of the equation, we don't have Tremors. Okay. He is a legend of all legends. Okay. You have Freddy's, multiple. You have multiple Jasons. You have multiple Leprechauns. You have multiple Pinheads. How many Burt Gummers do you have?
One.
One. Right?
That's right.
Still low budget all the way through. Okay.
You ever heard of Family Ties, Ben?
No, it's not hitting a bell.
Okay.
TV
That was
show.
the dad. He was the
He
dad.
was the dad of Family Times. And
Michael
Ben's like,
J. Fox.
again,
That was a TV show, Ben.
Oh,
The TV show.
Well, them little sitcoms.
Yeah, well,
Michael J. Fox was in it.
Yeah,
Justine
I know
Bateman.
what you're talking about now. I was trying to think of the movie. Yeah, the TV show rang a bell.
There you go.
Yeah. I thought
And
you
then Michael J. Fox gets up and disappeared. They saw him drive off in a Lamborghini. Don't know where
Hey,
the fuck he
stop,
went.
on, stop.
Oh.
he gone.
Hey,
Does that
It's
look
just
like a
Ben.
guy that has a cable TV? Do you have cable TV?
No internet, no cable. The lights are on
Hey.
right now, though. Come on. I build fucking motorcycles and cars. I ain't got no TV time.
you can have a movie on in the background though.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I don't have any. I mean, I don't have a movie collection.
Yeah,
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 Tubi.
that's her.
Where did Ben go? What is it?
There's
The fuck was that?
There's his asshole. Did you see it?
I'm not looking hard.
Jeez. Spiraling out of control.
Hey, so here's another independent thing I got to talk about.
Yes.
Buster, man of the claw.
For free on Tubi. For free on Tubi, Ben.
That is, yes, B of B's.
God, it's such a good movie.
Yeah, we actually discussed this one in one of our other shows. So I'm not going to comment a lot about it right now because I've already commented on a future show. Y'all go ahead on.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
I
Very,
haven't
very
watched-
low budget.
I don't know why, but I haven't seen Velocipastor yet.
Well,
You're missing
the
out.
scene where his parents
I'm
die
missing
is
out.
amazing.
Best scene in the movie.
It is.
So, look,
Never
if
seen
you
that.
don't see the loss of Pastor, I want
I
you guys
do
to tell you.
also team up with prostitutes every once in a while to fight underground ninjas.
There you go.
Yo,
Hey,
Yeah.
there's John.
Whoa, look at this.
Hey,
Talk
John.
about him and he shows up.
so shit. I was trying to figure out this damn computer. So let's go back to Burt Gummer real quick, man. So
Burt.
when you're
Oh,
talking
yes.
Hit it.
when you talk about this character, there is an archetype. So if you look back, like especially through the 80s, so some of you guys are going to know this. You got Burt, right? You know the doomsday prepper, has everything paramilitary prepared, knows everything about guns, knows everything about calibers, like where they're made, manufacturing, everything, right? Knows how to customize them and everything. Who else is really good? Like if in all of cinema, like fucking Tackleberry from Police Academy. He's like the same
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tackleberry's
You got-
a good one.
You got Sledgehammer, the TV show. Fucking holy shit, dude! He carries the 44, and he's like the Dirty Harry kind of spoof guy. You got
Yep.
is it Murdoch from fucking the A-Team or yeah, it's not the face. It's not the boss. It's the other guy.
Yes, Murdoch.
Oh, yeah.
Murdoch.
Oh, B.A.
no,
Baracus.
it's-
Crazy.
no, Baracus is Mr. Teeth. Like
Mr.
The
T.
nut job?
this
Hannibal.
dude,
You're talking about Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Hannibal.
Hannibal.
This guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Murdoch.
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 That's Murdoch.
So yeah,
the crazy
that
one.
archetype.
He's
of
the nut
character
job.
has only a few, and they're fucking like gun crazy assholes, and they're like the best. They make the entire movie. Like no matter what movie they're in, think about Jesse Ventura and the fucking minigun. That's
Yes.
anybody who's only seen it once remembers the fucking minigun. It's so iconic. You got Scarface's fucking M16 with a grenade launcher. You got RoboCop's fucking Auto 9. It's like the guns in these guys are so iconic, and so I like that you brought that shit up, dude. Because Burt Gummer's one of my fucking favorite. Like
Yeah.
in Tremors 2, man, he comes down the hill, fucking the van's covered in gore, right? He pulls up and
Yeah.
comes out. He's
And
like,
that
I'm out of
super-
ammo. That's never.
Yeah.
What does he
And
say? He goes,
he-
I started him off with like small arms fire, and then I had to finish him off with close quarters, hand to hand combat. And then he's like fucking covered in shit, and he's like, but I ran
Yes.
out of ammo. That's never happened to me before. Like shit like that is fucking hilarious. So, like people don't understand like the impact that character has on the movie. So your statement is very fucking true, very true. But in that instance, there's things that like when you say the sequel is better, that character really comes alive in the second and the third movie, like his complete lore, like
No.
fucking Burt Gummer's
Hey.
badass, man.
Hey, so John, your whole concept is Jason versus Voorhees. That's that same
Right.
concept. Because so
Correct.
Castle is that concept, hand to
Right.
hand. It's what I have to do. So
Right, he's out of ammo.
Well,
He's low on supplies. He ain't got
Portland
shit.
television fans, what you have right now, John just joined us, and hopefully John's going to become part of Portland. We can talk about later.
I would love to.
Yes,
I fit right
he
in.
is-
I know all this shit you're talking
Yes,
about.
but he is creating my favorite two characters, favorite comic book character, favorite horror character, and he's put them together. And so that's what you're saying. That whole concept is Castle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, but he's way more darker. Those other guys are fun. Like,
Yeah.
Castle's.
But it is the same.
I say Frank Castle has tactical ADD. Like, right? He's got attention deficit disorder, but on a tactical basis. It's like whenever you're fighting him, he already thought he's like a chess move, 4 steps ahead. Like he already knows what he's doing. Like
Right.
inside of the confrontation. But anyway, Burt Gummer, Tremors. But what are some other examples, though, when you were saying earlier of a secondary movie that is always greater than the first? Yes, Terminator. Yes, Alien.
This is
Yes,
the one
yes,
that
you're right.
Lance hates the most.
What's that?
I think Sleepaway Camp 2 is better than Sleepaway Camp 1.
Yeah, we had this discussion last time. You're wrong. It's okay to be wrong, Shane. It's on your own.
Yeah.
It is better.
Mary, hey,
Suck
It
on your
is
little
great.
straw over there.
yeah,
It is
John.
great, but again, I'm going to reiterate. Hey, hold on, Lance. I love you, bro. We
Okay.
got to reiterate that it's the moment. Sleepaway Camp 2
Yes.
does not have a moment.
Doesn't have that moment.
Okay.
It
Hold
does
on.
not
Exactly.
have a
That's what I'm
moment.
saying, John. Yeah.
Hey,
That one, that fucking
John,
10-second shot makes it.
No, John, I couldn't agree with you more. It's
Right.
the moment of your life. So
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp came out prior to me getting to dominating horror movies. And when I watched Sleepaway Camp 1, okay, I watched it when I was like 8 in 1988. I went to Hollywood Video. Listen, I went to Hollywood Video and I rented Sleepaway Camp 2. And you know why I rented it?
Because of the
that was
cover and the chick with
greatest
the ass,
cover.
and she had a
The-
backpack with all this
Yes.
stuff in it. Right.
Fucking
We all
The
know.
greatest cover ever. Okay?
I remember
And
that.
as a 9-year-old kid,
Ever? Like ever? It's good,
Ever.
but
no,
ever?
ever. No. Well, I mean, my buddy David gave me the original Slaughterhouse picture.
That's pretty good.
Epic. But yes, no.
Okay.
It's in my opinion, no. If I can have that original picture, yes. It's me only saying this. Yes, greatest ever picture. Okay. When I rented VHSs. Okay, 9-year-old John. I want you to hear this out. Putting the VHS into the VHS player. You know how many titties I seen in that movie?
Yes.
What you saw? What? Say that word one more time.
Titties.
Yeah, please.
Titties.
Yeah, what was that?
Titties. Titties.
What's a tin?
Titties. Titties.
Tenties?
Titties.
Not
I
like
can
Titties?
subtitle the shit out of this,
Already.
but it's titties. Okay?
Yeah, like all the
You know how
things that
many
make a grown
I
man
saw?
happy.
Okay? How many did I
That's right.
see in the first one?
Oh yeah. None.
I'm waiting.
Not many.
None.
Right. None.
0.
So
So-
But
okay,
you got to see a
No,
We're
Packer.
a bunch of
As
kids.
an
We're not
80s
supposed to
child,
have titty
and the
showing
reason
our
I'm a
kids.
Jason
Yeah.
fan, the reason you, John, and I agree so much on our Jason, how many titties you seen in a Jason movie?
besides part
A
6, a
lot.
whole bunch.
A lot.
So,
Yes, it's a great part of the franchise. It wouldn't be the same without them.
Great trope.
yes.
It's a great trope.
So,
All right,
part
well,
two
hold on.
of
So
Sleepaway Camp
Sleepaway
is better
Camp,
than me than part one.
dude. Sleepaway Camp. If you're talking about the cover, I'm going to argue that the original cover, the VHS cover, kills the second one because if you flip it over, there's a note from a kid that he's writing to his parents from
Look.
camp. No, yeah, that's not the back. If you flipped it over, the VHS cover, the back has a note that the kid's writing to his parents, and he's like, "Things are getting weird around here." And at the very end, you're like, "I think someone's coming. Hope they don't see." And there's like a scratch across it and blood all over it. It's fucking like it puts you in again. The moment of even that made me rent that because I can see tits. My dad was a biker guy like Ben, dude. We had Easy Riders hanging around the garage. I wanted to see a pair. They were everywhere. You had a freaking all the kind of sorority house massacre, freaking Friday the 13th. We were never starved for boobs as kids in the 80s.
Yeah,
You know that.
never.
Yeah.
Never.
So it did. Sleepaway Camp with the boobs did not make it. I'm telling you. I believe Sleepaway Camp won, even with the grainier vision, the older dudes and all their short, cut little things and crop tops.
That was so real. I mean, that's the way it was back in them fucking days.
Right.
It was.
Oh, no,
I thought it was pitch perfect.
Look,
Everybody
look,
thought they were Larry Bird
Uh,
having those.
Yeah,
NBA
exactly.
John, you
Nut
actually-
huggers.
John, you have an argument. Whit's trying to argue that's how it was back in the day. Whit loves dudes in short shorts. Okay.
Now let's go back to the boobs.
See?
Let's go back to the tenties.
You're just trying to throw off. You're goddamn like some people that trying to cause a distraction.
Oh
Dang.
yeah. So your subject
Number
is
one's
women.
still better than number two, in my
Okay.
opinion.
All right, let's do this real quick, John.
Hey, who'd
you-
win in a fight, Tackleberry or Burt Gummer?
It would be Bert.
Bert.
Tackleberry's got reach though. Big tall dude.
Yeah, but in the
Burt
first
doesn't
one,
run out of ammo.
It's Bert.
well, if
No,
Burt
he's
had
got his
Reba
hand-
shooting for him,
You're talking hand on hand,
Yeah.
no fucking guns, no knives, right?
No,
It's
not
Bert.
no.
His bird.
well,
It's
true.
Burt.
Tackleberry is a comedic character, right?
But no,
definitely.
he's still a badass, though.
Right. Yeah, he's like the best part of fucking Police Academy, hands down.
Yes.
I mean, well, you have Callahan.
Well, the dude that played the Gremlin, what's his name?
The Gremlin.
He was the Gremlin, the black guy, the voice.
Michael
Oh,
Winslow.
Motormouth
Yes.
Jones. Motormouth Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there you
Oh,
yeah, he played. He was Stripe in Gremlins.
go. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit, that's right. I always remember from Police Academy 2, he had this kung fu scene. I always liked martial arts when I was a kid. I was like, oh, dude, he did the thing where he like goes, hello, Robert Ho.
Yeah.
He was the first.
Yeah,
He was the first one.
that was funny shit. Yeah.
Shit, yeah, man. Shit, yeah.
He was in Cheech and Chong first, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Showed up in a Cheech and Chong movie first.
he was.
right.
Love that dude. But hey,
I don't know why.
Hey,
another two for you, Shane, is Hello Mary Lou, Prom
yes.
Night 2.
Oh my
Prom
god,
Night
I
2 is
actually had the
amazing.
VHS. Yes,
That's a good one.
Prom
Yeah,
Night
that's good.
1 was good. Prom Night 1 was good.
That's
Well, see,
good.
like,
Prom Night 2 was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Dude. Prom Night had Leslie Nielsen in it, bro.
Yeah.
I sure did.
I need you to create a better argument.
Of what? For Prom Night?
Prom Night 2 is better.
Well, I mean, besides having Leslie Nielsen in it, like Prom Night 2 is far more a better horror movie. The first one, yeah, I agree. I
Second
go
one
along
is
with you.
Supernatural.
Yeah,
The second
I'll
one's
let you have that.
Supernatural.
It is, yeah.
And that was just a ripoff of Carrie, though. Carrie's the first.
True.
You know,
No,
that
no, no,
was-
no.
Yeah.
Okay, John, I want you to appreciate this right now. Okay, there is no ripoffs. There is collaboration and respect,
Homage.
homage.
Yeah.
Okay, look,
Inspiration.
Hey, John, you. the
There's
thing
no
is-
ripoffs?
the thing is that,
Are
look,
you sure?
the
That's a
thing- hey.
bold statement, Shane.
That's
That is
right,
a bold
man.
Hey,
fucking
John,
statement.
I want you. I want you to hear this right now. Look,
All right.
I have you, I got James, and a lot of you guys are making independent movies, right? I
Right.
think it's based on respect and understanding, not stolen art. Okay?
No, you're
I
right.
made
I own
both.
the properties to nothing I'm making, but and I don't think
No.
I'm ripping it off. You're right.
No,
No,
you're
I'll
not.
give you that.
No. The thing is, I love what you're doing. Okay. The thing is I do not believe that people own the rights of a concept. I think that if someone took something I made and recreated in their own vision, that would be fucking amazing to me.
No, you're right. But come on, dude. If you know, like
Until
when they
they make-
released the Terminator
Hold on.
movie, you would go to Walmart and you would see a DVD called like The Terminators, and some grandparents thought it was fucking the Terminator and bought it, and that was like a rip-off film. Or Jurassic Park came off and there was like come on, dude. What was the one in the made in the LA? It was a Carnosaur. Carnosaur 1 and Carnosaur 2. Now, granted, Carnosaur 1 came out before Jurassic Park, right? But like
Okay,
once
well-
Carnosaur 2, they were all rip-offs. They came out right after the second
No.
one, right after the third, right after the fourth one. It was like
All right,
clockwork.
all
They're
right.
like, hey, a big movie's out, let's cash in.
So look, I want to challenge you real quick, John. I made Bud. Who
Right.
You are one of the greatest actors I've ever had in a movie.
Oh, come on.
No, you dominated. You know what you're talking about.
Wait till you make your new
You're-
movies and you get better
No.
people.
No, you will be in everything I do. Okay?
Thank you, Bob.
Shane, can I take this one?
No, yes,
Shane.
take it.
So James, John, he comes up and he goes, I get the script for Bud and I read it and I go, man, that sure has got a slaughterhouse vibe to it. He goes, yeah, I ripped it off.
I ripped it off. That's what he said.
No, the thing is because I was inspired by Slaughterhouse.
Inspired,
But you know
absolutely.
he loves Slaughterhouse, but you know Shane, and you know he loves Slaughterhouse. You know he loves Motel Hell. You know what he
Absolutely.
loves. So yeah. I'm gonna give it to
The
Shane.
thing
But dude,
is everything is
Cocaine
inspired
Bear
by
came out,
something.
and then Crackcoon came out. That's not a ripoff. Come
Right.
on. Cocaine
Come
Bear
on.
came out, then Bad CG Gator came out. Like it's a ripoff.
Hey,
I was
I
gonna
bought
make crack
I bought a cocaine werewolf the other day.
Oh, there's
Right.
cocaine everything now.
Yeah.
No, the thing is look, I just
Hey.
make it. Make what people want. Make
Cocaine.
inspire.
The people
But I
want the
think the
cocaine.
difference between an homage and an homage and a blatant ripoff is pretty clear. Like I think
Okay,
you can
look,
tell.
okay, no. Here's the thing. Is I don't want to be like blunt with what we're talking about right now. It's because I've seen text and I have seen Facebook things, and I will not make those comments now. Okay, Bud was made off of, inspired by Slaughterhouse. Bud, it's not the same concept. Bud, the character, was inspired by Slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah, the character.
The table scene was inspired by Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is. They inspired me for that scene.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's not a ripoff. It's a.
And we can go to that House of a Thousand Corpses. I mean,
Yes.
you take concepts out of Hump
Yeah, I can
Teen
see
movies and you make your own vision. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for anybody not to.
Especially in this
Oh.
time, it's hard not to. It's not ripping off. It's respecting what was before and creating now.
No, I'm agreeing with you 1,000%, but I'm saying to the bold statement that there is ripoffs, there are fucking ripoffs.
Oh,
But
yeah.
There are ripoffs.
there's a blatant difference between a homage and a cash in. And you can, and us as filmmakers and especially fans, you can see it. You can see it from the
Yes.
fucking cover. You can see it. Hey, that's an AI generated cover that has no soul in it. Then you're like you can kind of see it. Like if you look at Lance behind him, like I guarantee you, he doesn't have a shitty movie there. Like he might have B movies, he might have low budget movies, but there's no shitty like crap movies. You know what I mean? Like it's all something that he really digs. He might have
Fuck yeah,
a few movies.
John.
Well, no, you might have a few that you supported and then they ended up fucking you, so now the movie sucks. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Well,
you might have a few.
I will say, one that I really liked, and the writer director ended up being a shithead. His movie's not in alphabetical order; it's over in a shit pile, and it rhymes with Cherishell. So if that tells you anything.
Well, the one thing is like everything is inspired by something, right? I do agree, John. You can rip
Right.
something off. If I'm going to remake Motel Hell and I make it the same as Motel Hell, I rip them
That's
off,
true.
Yeah.
right? But be inspired by something and make that is not a rip-off.
Well,
You know, if we go out here and start planting people and fucking stick a tube down their throat, that's not a ripoff. That's an emperor. You know, we was inspired from, old farmer over there.
Well, I don't want to break
Hey,
the
John.
subject because you're on
The
B
fuck
movies,
is
but
he
if you look
talking
at
about?
Psycho and you look at the remake of Psycho, it's scene for fucking scene. So, but
Yeah.
it was just
Okay.
saw as a crappy movie, but it was
Okay,
literally
John. Look. There's no one I respect more than you when it comes to this because
I doubt
you
that.
have the knowledge of what we're talking about. When we want to talk about ripoff, you talk about the Night of the Living Dead, and he makes the remake.
Savini.
It's 1990, directed by Tom Savini. Yeah. What about it?
He made
You
the
don't
same
like it?
movie. No,
It's a
the
remake.
greatest remake I've ever seen in my life.
It is a
There is
remake.
no better remake, but Tom Savini did the same thing you're saying.
But it's not a ripoff; it's a remake. That's how his
No,
vision to remake it.
But
It
he did not
wasn't-
remake that scene for scene. Psycho was purposefully made scene for scene to match, like with the toilet and
Oh.
everything.
No, so John, the bad thing is like you have the original Psycho and you have the remake of Psycho. The reason the remake was so bad, it
Right.
didn't embrace the original.
Why was it
There
so
was no
bad? Was it just the
respect.
acting, or was it because it was in
Gus-
color?
Gus Van Sant did that one right.
I don't know.
John,
I don't
Shane,
know.
I think you're
It
trying to
was
say it doesn't
But,
have
but
a
I
vote.
agree with you
Yeah.
because it sucks. I
Okay.
agree with you.
It
does.
sucks. I hated it. I hated
does.
the
It
remake
blows.
of Psycho. I actually have it on VHS, but I hated it because it.
And I'm
it
going
felt
to tell you, it's
unoriginal.
presentation. It's the acting. The acting is what does it. It's delivery. It's delivery and execution and timing. And
why was
even though
that
they
sheep
tried-
in it though, John?
Yes. Okay, hold
Say
on.
again.
Hold on. Hey,
Why
John,
was that sheep in it? That one
Oh,
scene, Gus Van Sant had
Hey.
that sheep. I just didn't know. I never got that.
Hey,
Me either, man.
real quick. Hey, John, stop. You heard what you're about to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was brilliant. The what you're just about to say
Who?
about
I like
the
titties. Oh,
No,
Tinties?
yeah.
the
It
Psycho.
sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
And?
Because we all know it as
Stop.
filmmakers.
Stop. Say it now.
You have the floor.
No. This was no. You killed it on this, John. Say it.
Say it. You want me to just repeat that? So look, the
Yes.
reason Psycho is just it's scene for scene with a remake. The reason we all know it sucks is because first off, none of us needed it. None of us wanted it. It was like something that was like kind of pitched and given to us, and we kind of just had to watch it as horror fans, right? It was one of the early remakes, right? Not looking at The Thing, not looking at that. It was one of like the earlier remakes, like what is that, like mid 90s, late 90s?
I think so.
And Yeah, but if you end up and you look at the execution of it, we know as filmmakers that it sucks because it doesn't have the soul and the spirit and the creativity of the original. And we know that.
Fucking nailed it. Okay, that's why I'm tired of remakes. Okay, there are remakes that do a good job. I actually enjoyed the remake of Night of the Living Dead. Psycho sucked. The remake of Dawn of the Dead, it hit me in a way. I still enjoyed it. It still hit me some way because I didn't realize zombies can run.
Right. And it doesn't
Hit
kill
me.
your love for the original either.
Right. But you're right. There are some remakes, they hit hard.
Yeah, Blob 88, bro. Holy shit. One of my favorite remakes. Yeah. Dude, Psycho Gorman, dude. That
Psycho
is
Gorman.
fucking-
That's fun. That's a fun show.
shit is great.
I like it.
It's a funny one. Good stuff.
Psycho Gorman is the best.
Yeah, that's
Hey, so The Gate. That's a B-roll, huh?
that's a B
Absolutely.
movie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, like what is a B movie? You know, like you think about it, like even some classics get reclassified as a B movie. You look at Sonny Chiba's The Street Fighter. Back then, it's a B movie. Now it's a martial arts classic. You know, but in the '70s, that shit was totally a B movie.
Yeah. There you go.
No. So, John,
Yo,
John.
what's your favorite Tiny Terror horror movie?
Oh, okay. So you're talking like Puppet Master, Child's Play, Ghoulies, Gremlins, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Probably fucking the first, probably Ghoulies, even though it seems like it's a ripoff of Gremlins, because Ghoulies is fun. It's really fun. It's a it's a fun. Yeah, I gotta get a beer. It's fun. Ghoulies is fun.
Hey,
How about this?
And they had a fucking toilet on their VHS cover.
What about this one?
Oh yeah,
Belial.
yeah, that's some great shit.
Do you see all three of them?
Not good.
I have not, but I have the collection. I've seen 1 and 2.
Well, here's the one thing is we talked about this earlier. Ghoulies is phenomenal. And
Phenomenal.
Hey, John, you did jump
Yo.
into the part 2 scenario. What is better, Ghoulies 1 or part 2?
Yeah, Ghoulies
Second
2.
question.
Ghoulies 2 is
Second question
probably
before you
better. Yeah, I think Ghoulies 2 is because they got a little more money. There was more puppets. There was a little more blood. Yeah, Ghoulies 2.
Ghoulies 2.
Would there be
Ghoulies
any
too.
of them if it wasn't for them ripping it off? Would
What,
Ghoulies
Gremlins?
be around? Yeah, would Ghoulies be around at all if Gremlins wasn't there first?
No, absolutely
Probably not.
So what's that called?
That,
I had my hand up that green one's ass before.
Ghoulies. Do you masturbate
Yeah,
with those, Shane?
I like Ghoulies. I like Ghoulies better than Gremlins,
Right.
but I wouldn't have got to Ghoulies at all.
Right, like
Had I-
Gremlins
had I not watched Gremlins.
is a better made movie, but it's not as fun. Ghoulies has a
Yeah,
charm.
They're
The
dirty.
second one-
They're just dirtier in Ghoulies, and I like.
Is the second one where they crawl in the back of the truck and go to the
Yes, no, they go
Yeah,
to the
right.
carnival.
the carnival? Yeah, fuck yeah, it's great. So
What about?
I
what
will
about
agree
Critters?
with you on this one, Shane. Number 2 is
know,
fucking better than number 1.
You know, Ghoulies is great, but I might put Critters in there. I really like Critters too because I like some space age shit.
Yes.
I love
Critters
Critters.
2 is one of my favorite fucking movies. Especially that whole ball and the girl with her boobs popping out and the staple. Maybe the ball.
Dude, also,
I remember a ball.
Critters 2 is also there's a great example of a studio missing a fucking golden moment. There's like a moment where, because it was New Line Cinema at that time, and they owned Nightmare on Elm Street, and the guy's looking, the guy who morphs into other characters, the alien, he's looking at all these examples of what to morph into, and it shows fucking Freddy Krueger, and you almost think he's about to morph into Freddy Krueger. That would be such a great moment to have him pop into critters and be like, "Hey," they'd be like, "Nah, you don't need to be him," and then change into the hot chick, like because he ends up changing into like a swimsuit model or some shit.
Right.
They totally missed that boat.
Missed
We would have loved
opportunity.
that. Yeah, missed opportunity. Because it shows them. All they had to do was call him up. Hey, Robert Englund, we're going to give you $5,000. Come down for a day, get in the makeup. We're pop it in. Call Bob Shea. Get the okay. We're done. Bam. Like, man, like, I don't know. That things like that piss me off. Even though I've seen that like 30 years later, I'm like, what the fuck?
Freaking Hollywood.
Right.
I don't know.
Hollywood in their suits.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry. Texas is coming along. But
Right.
when it comes to B movies like
This
the Critter Ball, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hell yeah, man. He rolls over this one. Where's the gag where he rolls over that one guy?
So awesome.
yeah, that
Don't
was-
get us flagged now.
Yeah, there we go. Copyright infringement.
Yeah, don't
Hey,
get us
look,
flagged.
Man, you were taking the opportunity. Look at you. You're a smart guy. Look at you, man.
15 seconds.
There you go. We know the rules.
You can show your own movie. They can't cut you on that one.
No. So we're going to do a country club live stream.
Awesome.
Ben's playing Ricky soon. But hey, so John, I'm re-editing a Bud for the Prime cut.
Yeah,
And
right.
we're
When is that coming?
What?
Like, when is that coming? Like, you said you're re-editing for the Prime cut, right?
I have to re-edit because with the way we rendered it, it had a still frames. So I'm re-editing it, and you can ask Whit. Whit saw some of the cuts. Phenomenal.
Looking
I
better.
didn't
Nice.
realize we
You,
had.
you're gonna let it, John. It's gonna be way better.
Hey,
Fucking
real quick,
great.
One thing, man, when I was watching the DVD, your company doesn't come up first. It just starts playing the movie immediately. You should have your fucking logo come up, man. Like, shit.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, John. I don't care about being famous. I do not care about anything other than people seeing what we do. Okay?
No,
When
Yeah,
they
I get
realize
you.
what we can do, we keep
I believe
making
you.
that movie. So the
you
thing
want to make
is
more
look,
movies, you got to self-promote.
yeah, and the thing
Yeah.
is look, you got to take someone like you, John, who I think who wanted to make a Jason versus Castle versus Voorhees, and as a
Yeah.
director and a producer, and not realizing you have an acting skill beyond.
So good.
Yeah,
So natural.
absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm not saying I have you as a, a person I could
You got me in
use,
the stable. You got your stable of actors.
but I have someone that people don't know what I have.
Shane's Bruce.
And we can
And,
keep making more of these.
And don't worry,
All we
Shane, I'll
need
only
people to
charge you
see is
half as
what we
much
can
as I
do.
did last time.
We need people to see what we can do.
No, you're right. Absolutely, dude. There's a bunch of skill sets. What I like about you guys is everybody being open. Like there's not a lot of divas. There's some in the crew that I'm not going to mention, not present company, but if somebody gives you a suggestion, you're not like, look, you stupid fucker, I'm the director. It's only me.
They may
Shut
not
up.
be involved anymore or any future projects.
Hey, here you go.
Like
Here you go.
I appreciate those.
Yeah.
things.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
I have not edited the sound. I have not edited the color. But here's a quick difference.
Hey, whoa, look.
Hey, that's my
You only
problem.
get this here. It's different than what we did.
Yeah. Man, look at him acting like he can smoke pot.
He's such a professional. Wow.
That's
Watch
Sam
this.
Werman. That's Sam Werman right there. She did amazing.
This is not in the DVD right here.
For never doing anything, she really did all
Right
that.
here, watch.
Go get the fucking kids.
What?
You better leave my shit alone. I'll do anything I damn well please. What are you doing, you stupid bitch? You son of a-
Watch.
I'll let him do that.
Yeah.
Not in the DVD.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he slammed me on that couch. It's like, you bastard.
But
All
Yeah.
for-
the whole him going was
Right.
not in the DVD.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't like him. I didn't like him telling me what to do at all. At
Right.
all.
So there are a bunch of things that I've added that are not there.
Nice.
I do
A lot of scenes.
we
A lot of
will-
added.
we
The
will
hatred,
do
the
a
hatred for that fucking
blood-only,
judge.
live stream, but it's going to be a live stream. You watch it here. So it's gone. I can't
Yeah,
keep
man.
it.
When I was watching Bud, I was like, I was really having fun, man, because then you kind of like think of like, you see Leslie, right? And you see her fucking killing it. And then you go, like, holy shit, she was in a Nightmare on Elm Street film, like
Yeah.
how close connected you get. And then like Brian, like I try to explain to him how close, like how interwoven it becomes in the cinema. So she was in what Nightmare on Elm Street guys, right? She's in Freddy's
Not
Dead, right?
660, though.
And then she's in a scene with Yaphet Kotto, dude. Yaphet Kotto was an alien. So I'm like, Brian, you're like 2 steps from an actor who was like in Alien. Like, and he kind of doesn't get it. And I'm like, do you get it? Like you did a scene. It's just you and her together on screen. Literally, you're like fucking 1 degree away from Yaphet Kotto and fucking Alien. Like it's
Who
like-
killed Bilbo Baggins?
what? Who killed Bilbo
And he
Baggins?
killed Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, yeah, he kills Bilbo Baggins, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's talking about Ian. He's talking about Ash. He's the one that hits him with the fucking fire hydrant or the
Yeah.
fire extinguisher. Right.
Technically killed
Right.
him.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But like
So much, so close.
You got you're a horror fan and you got real close to the horror community. You kind of like willed it to happen. So it's pretty fucking amazing if you look at it.
It's crazy.
Right.
Is that okay?
Like Yaphet Kotto is just right over there somewhere. Because
Hey.
she does a scene with Yaphet Kotto herself.
This is actually cut in the original scene, but I kept it in the prime cut.
Yeah, keep it in the prime cut.
I do not. Hey, when you
Her
watch-
smelling that fucking food was like, what the fuck?
Don't take care of himself. You tell you just pour some bench right here. You brine them for about 48 hours. So apple cider vinegar, a little sea salt,
Leslie really wanted to address it.
10% pork fat, 10% beef fat. Get the finest ground round you ever had. Cool.
She's a badass little actress.
Right. Like I try to explain to Brian, I was like, bro, you understand what you got to do, you son of a bitch. I just got thrown on the ground.
I got dry humped. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did.
I think that's fucking
One
bad.
of us-
Shane.
one of
You
us
got
wasn't
Leslie
dry.
doing that.
Yeah.
I sure hope
Legit.
so. I
That was
Hey,
a
but
pretty-
you're talking about B movies and you put your movie on screen. Your movie's not a B movie, is it?
it's a B movie.
And nothing wrong with that.
Has to be.
No,
Yeah.
I don't even care.
It-
But the
it
thing
fits
is
every-
like
When y'all
Look.
describe the B movie to me, it fits every time.
the thing is I need people to understand is what I'm doing and what I'm creating is I realize I'm not going to be a millionaire doing it. Okay. I want to create something with people like Ben and John and Whit and make phenomenal content. Okay. That's what I want to do. I understand I'm not going to be Sam Raimi. I know I'm not going to be John Carpenter. If I get to that point, I understand that if someone says, hey, Shane, I'm going to pay you $8 million to make my movie, I need to now understand how I'm going to take that $8 million and put it into John and Ben and Whit so they make the same amount of money and we create the same amount of content because we're independent creators. I'm tired of the selfish people that think that, hey, here's my movie, give me your money.
Right. Yeah, I understand. No, I agree. There's definitely a community, and then there's a lot of kinship that gets formed just off the basis of creativity. And there's a lot that really, there's a lot that goes for that. There's a lot of, just like shit, man. A couple years ago, I didn't know any of you guys, and I'll ride or die with any of y'all. Y'all need something done? Fucking give me a call,
How did we meet, John?
Just for movies, just for movies. Bring people together. So shit,
Hey, John, tell them the time that we met.
It was at the gas station. I went to go see CJ Graham, brought my kid, and then we didn't have a lot of time. And I was like, I didn't think he was signing. He was just doing like this little photo op. We did that, got that done, and then Shane he told me, we started bullshitting about movies. We kind of hit it off, and we swapped like Facebook information. And then he's like, I don't think he's signing. I'm like, oh shit. Well, all right. Well, then we're gonna head out. And so me and my kid head out, and then like 5-10 minutes down the road, maybe a little bit longer, but I got a message from Shane saying, yo, he's signing. And man, I fucking hightailed it, did a donut in the middle of out there in the nowhere, and fucking was back at the gas station at the drop of a gerbil turd, man. And so and then we just hit it off even more. And then he showed me a few things, of Country Club, a little behind the scenes, because we got talking about filmmaking, like what I wanted to do. And he was like, hey, I'm doing this. And he was just a cool son of a bitch, man. He was a cool Texas boy. And I really appreciated his willingness just to be cool.
He's a good one.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, that is actually how we met. So
Yeah.
they were in line and they got the picture with CJ and who was the other guy?
Bob Elmore.
Paul
Yeah.
Elmore. And they left. And I was like, no, they're doing autographs. And I was like, oh my God, I felt so guilty realizing they're still doing autographs here. And I was like, hope I can get a hold of him. I was like, dude, come back. They're doing autographs.
Yeah.
That's all I
shit.
cared about. Is him and his daughter
And
doing
he
the
didn't.
autographs.
Shane didn't have to do that. He didn't. He could have been like, oh well. The guy should have.
Oh, y'all left too fucking soon. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been like, fuck that guy, and then I would have never ended up in Bud. 'Cause
Isn't that
I never
crazy?
would've
Yeah.
never
That's
would've
cool
gotten
how that
thrown
works
in there.
out.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's where I met you too, Lance. He's like, I died too. That's where I met you, Lance, for the first time.
We met the cult, didn't we? Or was that before the cult?
No, that was the first time I met you. Like, you literally popped your head and you
okay.
said, yeah, I die. And that was like, that's the first time I met you.
That's right.
You can't mistake the beard.
I think I met you the first time was at the gas station, wasn't it? You and Brian?
Absolutely. Whit, I can. You're so fantastic. You're like the grandpa I never knew I wanted. And then
Oh, yeah.
me and old Big Ben have spent many a times I've sent shotgun in his vehicle.
Yeah.
Weird.
That was
Yeah.
a weed shotgun.
And
That was a
Alan,
weed
I don't think
shotgun
we've
right
met
there.
yet. I don't think we've
Hey.
had the pleasure of Alan, but
No,
I'm sure
not
you
quite
know
yet.
these guys.
Real
are
quick,
fantastic.
you guys want to know what a shotgun is? With Ben. Do it.
Oh,
Dude.
shotgun? I don't have a shotgun. I don't have a shotgun.
Come on, weed shotgun us.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
There you go. Shotgunner. I'm gonna shotgun this beer.
I got to refill it.
I just got vodka and water, and Lance probably has Coca-Cola.
I don't drink sodas.
You do.
Water.
We.
You drink.
I don't drink
Lance
that
drinks
shit either.
sodas.
No, he didn't.
He
No
does.
sodas.
No sodas.
So, before we end tonight, I need to start with we're doing B-rated movies. We're doing independent movies. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to start with John. John, I need you to tell me your first and favorite independent movie.
My favorite independent film.
Ooh,
Dude, that's such a large question.
God, it is.
That one
I-
movie.
Probably the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Get rid
Uh,
of I can respect that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just from what it's done, but shit,
Bro,
dude, there's like, how about let's bring back Circus of the Dead and really look at what that's done for Texas. Another.
Man, that's my second choice. You shut up, Joe.
Yeah.
You take it too. That's
All right,
both
I'll
of mine
pick,
I had right there. I had them on deck.
Ben, you got to understand, like, movies are part of my life, bro.
I
It's just-
understand. And I just learned, here recently, the fucking difference between independent and studio shit. I don't, I was never a movie guy growing up. I was trying to finger
Right.
somebody's sister up under the bleachers. I didn't
And
watch
we're
a lot of-
canceled.
That was never a sister. That was a dude.
Well, anyhow,
And we
All right,
call
I'm
him
done.
Alan.
trying. I said I was
Call him
trying.
Alan.
I may have
Go to
never
Ben
seen
last, and he can think of another film, and hopefully nobody else will steal it.
But right now, I'd probably say
That's not fun
Reanimator.
at all. No,
Alan's
I'm
got
taking Circus
Reanimator?
of the Dead.
Yeah.
Alan
I'm
is
taking Circus of the Dead.
Ben
because-
fingered in the asshole.
Listen. We gay when the camera's not rolling. I'm taking Circus of the Dead because we had a benefit, and Billy, I hadn't watched this movie yet, but Billy sent a bunch of stuff down for this benefit for one of my fallen brothers, and he didn't have to. It was just the kindness of a heart, the kind of man he was. Well, I didn't know him. I didn't know him from nobody, but I learned of him that night. And then so I watched, everybody there around at the auction, I learned of him through my friends here. But when I watched that movie and knowing
Hell yeah.
where it was filmed, knowing how it was filmed, knowing what I already learned from the little bit of experience I caught filming Bud, I was blown away with Circus of the Dead.
Great.
As far
Great
as
movie.
independent, because now I know the man and I like the shit out of him. I think he's got a good thing going on. I can't wait for number 2. That's
Yeah,
where
dude,
I'm
the
going.
ending of Circus of the Dead, you would not see that in a Hollywood film. That is an independent film. You see, like
Yeah.
Right.
that's a moment, just
Just
like
dirty,
Sleepaway, just like
rusty.
Friday. Circus of the
Rusty.
Dead's got a fucking moment.
Yes.
It's a great film, and I'll agree.
Yeah,
And
me
Billy,
too.
hey, real
Yeah.
quick, while he's on Billy
Fucking
Pond,
68 Camaro. It's an iconic car. I'm big on
Oh,
the
hell yeah.
motor side. You got an iconic car in a film. There's a whole bunch of dumbasses just like me that are gonna know, hey, that's a 68 Camaro right there, and that's good luck finding a new one. Finding a new one for the next one. I hope you can. It'd be cool. But
no, hell yeah,
any
yeah,
car
it'd be
that
hard.
any
Oh, he's got some
car
cool
that-
cars coming.
Yeah,
But
any cool
but
car.
Billy, here's what he did for us. Like when we made our first trailer to get funding for our film, like dude, we were like, he was doing Texas Frightmares, the fake trailer contest, and he
Right,
was
right.
like, send me your shit and I'll put it on the big screen. And we were kind of like hesitant. Oh, then he like messaged us back, hey, dude, send me your fucking shit. And we're like, oh, okay, all right, here's our shit. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, you're going to be on, Texas Frightmare. And so when he did his fake trailer contest that year, we came out there and he put us on the big screen and all that kind of shit. And we got a really good reaction. And Billy Pond's just a great, he's fucking badass. Like,
Yeah, he's what the
you can't-
industry needs. It needs more of that.
Yeah, he's
more
great.
guys like Shane, more guys like Billy. Just
yeah, he's
good
great,
people.
man. So
Oh, real.
who's
All right,
next?
Lancer.
100%.
You said Lance.
hold on real quick. I want to
Okay.
guys look.
Uh-oh.
Here's one of our fans.
What are we looking at?
Hold on. Real quick.
What are we looking at? I can't.
No, there's nothing yet.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
I don't know if I was tripping. Hey,
These are fans of ours.
awesome.
Oh.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Yo,
CJ.
what's up,
and
guys?
My niece.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The fans are growing. Our fandom is growing.
Nice, man.
I'm a fan of y'all.
But,
Hey, he's a cool dude, man. I like him.
no, CJ's good people.
Thank you, CJ.
And the deal is CJ's my stepchild.
Okay.
He works for me. He's my service manager, and it's almost like I'm raising him as a son.
Awesome. Good dude.
That poor
Lancer,
guy.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dancer, I need your independent.
Well, since Ben
Hey.
stole mine, since Ben stole mine, I'll take Halloween 1978.
There you go. That's a good one.
That is
No one saw that
Every
one coming.
time.
No one saw that.
Now
coming.
watch this, guys.
Nope.
Watch.
Coming. Ah,
Violence.
oh,
The hell?
you got
The hell,
shuffled to
Shane?
the bottom. Shuffled to
It
the
was a
bottom.
shitty fucking comment. Halloween.
Going to the bottom.
Halloween 3 is one of the greatest movies ever. Halloween 1
I agree.
is an ass of all ass movies.
But Halloween 3 was big. That's a big studio flick, so I couldn't pick that one.
Yeah, it was better than 1.
Whatever. It's okay. I love it. You know I love it.
No, here's what we're gonna do, Lance. Here's how much I love you.
Dude, what the fuck?
What the hell, Shane?
Okay, Whitaker.
Well, I would say that I'm gonna have to go with Circus of the Dead, and on the same concept as
He gone.
I never really kind of understood the B roll. Never really paid that much attention. I watched the movie. I didn't really, until I got when you said, "What Circus of the Dead?" and I was like, "I don't like fucking clowns. It's stupid." And then I watched it. And I said, "Holy shit!" And this is a man that
Wait,
made
what?
this.
Fucking thing.
He made this out of his pocket, and I was like, "Fuck around, man! What a movie!"
No shit.
And I got a whole different concept of what an independent movie is. You know what I mean?
What's possible?
And then, yeah,
in the great state
and
of
what
Texas.
he did. I mean, but if you're gonna go B-roll, I'd go back Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, that's just an iconic for most all of us in that era. But
Yeah, like
You wanna
Texas
go
Chainsaw's
back?
so weird though, man. It's a
Yeah.
B movie that went mainstream, because it definitely was a B movie, but it like gripped the country.
But it hit big. I mean, it got thrown out big.
I checked out before this. I checked out the IMDb's list of top 100 B-roll, and whoa, and they had Texas Chainsaw Massacre listed at 60 down there, and to have 59 better B-roll movies in front of that is kind of a hard sell for me. Everybody's going to pick Chainsaw Massacre as their top 5, I would say. So how is it listed as in number 60, on their list?
Well, I mean, I
Well,
think it's the definition of independent film. That's really what it is. So it's like if you had any studio backing, you would not be considered independent film. So if you came from if some guy got his parents and he was like, here's $200,000 and he made some low budget film. So you look at Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Texas Chainsaw. They're backed by the mafia and shit. It's not
Right.
studio backed. So if you look at some of the stories behind those, it's what is an independent film is a hard
what was the one that came out? I guess about the 90s, with running around with the fucking VHS camera in the woods and shit.
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch.
That's a
And
good one.
everybody, I mean, that first one, holy fuck, this is real footage,
Yep.
God, I was
That's
like,
independent. That is an independent
you
film.
know, they didn't spend much, and that was an oh shit, what the hell movie,
That changed a
And
lot
then
about.
don't let everybody
Yeah.
get confused on an independent maker and then the distributor. You can get distributed, you can get picked up after you've made the film,
Yeah.
and so you can get picked up by a house, like by a nice.
You can
distributor.
sell it, yeah.
It still doesn't mean it wasn't an independently made film. So there's like,
Yeah.
there's a stark definition.
I agree. So, Alan,
What's up?
what's yours?
Well, everybody's already taken mine, so I went with Reanimator.
Who was
Yeah,
yours,
okay.
Alan?
I was gonna go with Chainsaw.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, I really like Chainsaw, but Reanimator would be my second choice.
Reanimator's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Jeffrey Combs is
So
man.
we're stuck
Yeah.
with
Fucking
me.
score, dude. The Reanimator
Listen.
score. Holy shit.
Puppet Master is one of the greatest independent fucking movies ever. Six
Part 2
Shooter,
is better.
Part 3, phenomenal.
Is that your choice?
Part 2
Yes.
is better.
Part 2 is better.
Part 3 is the best. No, but the deal is, look, I want to be. Hey, look, I want you guys to understand something right now. And look, we're not just trying to toot Billy Pond's horn right now.
No.
Billy Pond is not the greatest of all greatest, but he's a legend to us. Okay, he supports what we want to do. Okay, is Circus of the Dead one of the greatest movies ever? Probably not. We still love it. We love everything
Yeah.
about it. Okay, I cannot wait for part 2. Every time I want to create something, Billy is there to help support me create that movie. Okay, there's other independent people in this market that want you to fail. Okay, John, I hope you're
Yo.
successful.
Oh yeah.
James,
You too,
I
man.
hope he's successful because we need to support everybody. Okay, there's a person out there right now. I'm not going to say his name, but he's all about him. He's all about what he's doing, and his movie's not that good. It's too long. It doesn't have dialogue, and he's all about him. He's the LeBron James of independent horror movies, in my opinion. Billy is the character you need to follow, and it will help you get there. Okay.
That man is my
Billy's got a
Pepe.
code, dude. Yeah, he's got a
Huh?
code, dude. Billy has a
Yes.
code. He's just great. Dude, like hillbilly rock and roll horror movies, The Haunts. He's so important to independent film and Texas horror. Like he really
Yes.
is. If there was a Mount Rushmore of Texas independent horror, he would be up there.
Bingo.
Toby would be up there. But yeah, like Billy Pond would be fucking.
Every
His
time I
ugly
reach
mug
out
and
to
granite.
for support, he supports.
Yeah, he just does so much. Yeah, so you're right.
He's
Dude,
absolute
are we gonna
gold.
Billy's sick all night or what? Like, are we gonna?
Yeah, I got to get going, guys.
No, we're good tonight. Thank you guys for joining. Hey, are we tonight about to nominate a new Horrorland television co-host? John
Shepherd. Shepard, you better be here next week, Shepard.
Are you?
Or next-
no,
next show.
weekend is a recorded
week.
show.
Next show. Next show.
That's
2 weeks.
next.
You hear me,
next week's
Shepard?
holiday, that's Easter.
No, next
Dude, if
weekend
y'all
is
No,
have
no.
me, I'll
No,
be
no.
on.
no,
Every
next
2
weekend
Yeah,
is
you tell
recorded.
me. Absolutely. You tell me when to be
Okay.
here, I'll be here.
So
Shit,
we
yeah.
just added, next weekend is recorded. No one's showing up. The weekend after will be live.
You're here.
I think we just added a great host, John
Yeah.
Shepard.
I agree,
Horrorland
100%.
Television.
Welcome,
you.
John.
Very
Welcome.
knowledgeable, very good guy.
So
You need sound
thank you
effects.
guys for all for joining. Follow everything independent. Understand in the independent market, you're going to follow some people that are dumbasses. There's a few people I hate because they
Hate's a
care
strong
about-
word. You can't say hate.
No, I
Hate's a
don't.
strong word.
Disagree with.
And people change. People change. People
No,
uh,
all
Nah.
you do is
never give
forgive
up
them,
on anyone.
and I forgive them. But Billy is the guy that I follow.
We need to get Bill. We need to get Billy on.
We need to get
Yeah,
Billy on.
dude, you totally do.
So maybe
Well,
He'll come on.
All
Next
clowns
weekend?
episode. We'll have a terrified.
not next weekend.
versus
Next
Archie.
weekend's recorded. The following weekend, maybe we can get Billy on.
He'll come on. He'll definitely come on.
Yeah.
Dude, shit, yeah, that'd be so cool, dude. Like that'd be cool to get Billy on and just relive these stories again. Like everybody tell like how they met him and the things he's done. Like I'm not saying bring him on and like buff him up, but like he kind of deserves a little bit of praise from people
Absolutely.
who really like him. That's
Everybody loves
great.
Billy.
100%.
No, I agree. So we will work on that. Horrorland Television, hopefully in 2 weeks, you'll see Billy on here. John Shepard is now a Horrorland Television co-host. And next weekend we have a horror commentary where it's going to be Lance and I and Wit talking about some fucking retarded horror movie that we chose to watch and a horror short. If you want to be involved in anything horror-wise, join us because we would love to add you into a horror short. And we need multiple horror shorts to make this to go on longer than we want. Okay? There's live shows, there are recorded shows. Recorded shows have horror shows. And we
Yeah,
want
make
you.
some, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank all of you guys for joining us tonight, and we love every fucking one of you.